The judge also found an appearance of impropriety. Here now to talk more about all of this and the political ramifications of this new ruling, NewsNation contributor and veteran political and media strategist Kurt Bardella. Kurt, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Hey, good morning.
So a lot to unpack this morning. In the last 24 hours, there were major developments in Trump's legal cases, as you know. A Florida judge rejected his request to drop his classified documents case. His new New York hush money trial could be delayed up to 30 days now. So this is a story of delays, counterattacks. Do you think we'll see any of these cases being tried before the election, Kurt?
I certainly don't think we're going to see a conclusion to any of these cases before the election. I mean, the Trump campaign legal strategy has been to delay, and it has worked. I mean, we all know the justice system works very slowly by design. And in this way, Trump is being very effective at using those instruments to try to grind this process almost to a halt. And frankly, in the case of Georgia, he's been aided and abetted by, in my opinion, the incompetence of the DA in this case for allowing something like this to happen in the first place. And what you know is going to be one of the most scrutinized law proceedings in the nation's history. How you would give an opening like this to be scrutinized at a personal level is beyond me. I mean, it is downright incompetence. And if these people were acting in the best interest of the case, they frankly would have recused themselves the minute that this romance started. I don't give a crap who loves who dates who does whatever. But when you are involved in prosecuting the former president of the United States, you have to be above and beyond reproach when the stakes are this high and the precedent that's going to be set is this historic. And for them to act this way, is frankly a disgrace and betrayal to the oath that they took to uphold.
You know, and widening the lens here just for a moment, these are trials that are now testing Trump's limits of reaping political gain from his legal woes, you could argue. How do you think voters will respond, especially voters who are persuadable at this hour, Kurt?
I think voters, in a lot of ways, they're kind of tuning out because there's so many legal cases, right? There's 91 indictments that he's fighting right now, 4 cases, 4 different jurisdictions. So I think that until the trials actually begin and there's a real documentation, there's evidence, there's witnesses, there's testimony, I think most voters are just going to tune out and just hear it as part of the broader political noise.
So one poll, I think this is interesting. It says 53% of swing state voters would not vote for former President Trump if he's convicted of a crime. If these trials are pushed, how do you see those numbers translating on Election Day?
Well, I think it depends on where we're at in the process on Election Day. If even one of these 4 cases is actually moving forward, if there's some progress in it, if there's actual evidence being put forward that voters can kind of consume and start making determinations, I think that could have a small impact. Remember, this is going to be one of the tightest, slimmest margins in election history. It's going to be close. It's going to be closer than it was in 2020. So anything could have a slight impact. We're talking a few thousand votes in some of these key swing states that could make the difference. So, again, I'd rather be the person not on trial potentially. I'd rather be the person not fighting 91 indictments when it all comes down to it. I know in a Republican primary, this has kind of helped Donald Trump and mobilize Republican primary electorate behind him. I do think in a general election, it is a vulnerability. I don't think anybody wants their party's nominee to be spending any time dealing with these type of situations.
Yeah, how that translates is the big question at this hour, certainly. Kurt Bardella, we always appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well. And still ahead, we are